Hey everybody, this is Rycard here again, back with another black and white Pokemon upgrade. Today, we're going to be talking about a nice little upgrade that Exploud gets in this generation. So let's get started. So first off, Exploud was always a pretty powerful attacker, but never really had the speed to make itself really well known as a threat to a lot of other Pokemon. Now it has 91 attack and 91 special attack, which is really unique to him or her because of the fact that normal type Pokemon really aren't seen as special attackers. But Exploud actually is one of the only Pokemon of normal that's a mono-normal type that can actually make use of a lot of the special attacking moves that it can learn because they can learn like ridiculous things like Ice Beam, Flamethrower, and Thunderbolt, and all those kinds of weird moves that really make no sense in a normal type Pokemon, but they can just learn them because they're awesome. But since they don't normally have the special attack, they can't use them, but Exploud does, so that's really why we're making this set. Um, but its ability, first off, was Soundproof, which is a move that prevents sound moves from working on you, such as like Sing and things like that. But really, that doesn't have a lot of use in battle because there's really not a lot of Pokemon that use sound moves unless you're up against a team that's using Roar or things like that. But generally, it's not something that'll help you out. However, in the Dream World, it gets the ability Scrappy, which is awesome because it allows normal type attacks to hit ghost Pokemon, which it normally doesn't. So this makes normal type moves basically good on everything except for steel types and rock types, which is always great and will allow Exploud to get some really good use out of its stab attack moves. But also to note is that it has really high HP even though it doesn't have the best defenses in the world. So with that, we're actually going to be making use of its HP and special attack in the set that I have for you right now. So first off though, we're going to give Exploud a modest nature to increase its special attack and lower its physical attack. And then as I said before, we're going to use the ability Scrappy because that is an excellent boost that Exploud gets. Now for the EVs, we're going to be putting 252 into HP to give you your max HP, 4 for defense for 1 more point into that, and then 252 EVs into special attack to give you your max special attack possible. And as for the item, we're going to be using leftovers to recover a little bit at the end of every turn. Now for the moves, the first one in this set is also something that Exploud can benefit from greatly in this generation because prior to this, it had no way of boosting its special attack. So with the introduction of Cheer Up to this generation, which boosts your physical attack and special attack by 1 stage, it allows Exploud to really shine as a normal type special attacker. Now this set is sort of limited in the way I made it because of me just thinking of something that would be more useful as opposed to showcasing, what it could potentially do. So the only attacking move on the set is going to be Hyper Voice because it is a stab special attacking move that really can only be resisted now because of Scrappy by Steel and Rock type Pokemon. And even though, those two types resist it, Exploud can also learn, Focus Blast and Hammer Arm for the physical side at least, in order to get rid of those Pokemon that would normally resist it. So even though we're only using one move on the set, it still potentially could threaten your opponent by, the idea that it could have these fighting type moves that would super effective or deal super effective damage to the things that normally resist its normal type stab. Now with this though, we're going to be using a Rest Talk set because it'll allow us to keep getting boosts from Cheer Up while also keeping our HP up and allowing us to do damage with Hyper Voice. Because coming off of base 91 special attack, Hyper Voice is still doing quite a bit of damage even though, it's not ridiculously powerful. But just the fact that, Exploud can do this is a really cool thing in and of itself, and then the fact that you can hit everything with Scrappy essentially and boost its special attack on top of keeping its HP up is a really cool thing that you can do with this Pokemon. So it definitely allows it to potentially be a very powerful special attacker. Also, because its physical attack is equally good, you could run the same exact set but switch Hyper Voice for Return or something like that. So really, this set is kind of interchangeable, but just because you get the Scrappy ability, it makes it that much better. But that's pretty much it for this set. I know it's not the most exciting out of all the boosts that other Pokemon get in this generation, but I just wanted to shed some light on Exploud because it's always been, a favorite of mine because of how cool it looks and just the fact that it's an awesomely HP high or high HP high attack Pokemon, which is something I generally am drawn to for some reason. But I figured I would just show you guys this, and that would be it. So take care, guys, and goodbye.